What's up, guys? So we've got a good player of the week. I used to make player of the week reviews, but recently I haven't just because they've been pretty bad, but I'm actually pretty impressed with this player of the week. It's decent. So we'll start off with Mateta. He's not the greatest. He does have very high weak foot and a lot of skills. Now the skills he has, he's missing too many important ones. He's missing true passing, he's missing acrobatic finishing, double touch, something like that. He is tall though, and he has aerial superiority and heading, so he's decent in that regard, but I think he could have been a better card, but the rest of the cards are good, don't worry. Raul Garcia, another one that's, you know, not amazing, but he's a 4-star. He has got decent skills though, true passing, one touch pass, first time shot, gamesmanship. He has aerial superiority, 184 centimeters, so, you know, not a bad player, but again, missing like any acrobatic finishing. Okay, this is where it starts to get decent. So Soyun Chu, I assume is how you pronounce it. He's good, got a high weak foot, which is actually important because when you look at his stats, he has got a weighted pass, so he'll be someone you want to hit long passes with. His lofted pass isn't high, but the weighted pass skill should make him decent at passing for a centre back. He is missing low lofted pass, but that's kind of, you know, a cherry on top. That just makes a player like S tier, like one of the best in the game. So him having low lofted pass, yeah, he's missing that, but it doesn't mean he's a bad player. And then his defensive skills are all great. He's got interception, blocker, acrobatic clearance, you know, everything, aerial superiority, everything you want in a centre back. One issue though, jumping is 84. If it was 85, you'd get +3. But he still has 80 pace, 70 acceleration, all 90 on defensive stats except for tackling, but it is 88. So yeah, pretty good card here. Definitely good for, you know, when they have the Turkish League events out. Now Danilo, this one's amazing. He does have, you know, low aggression though, but look at his skills. He's got low lofted pass, pinpoint crossing, interception, blocker, acrobatic clearance, everything. He'll be perfect in a 3 at the back formation, or if you're someone who plays like a meta formation where you have 1 fullback and 3 centre backs, he'll be great on the outside. Fullback, he doesn't have aerial superiority, so that's why I would put him on the outside kind of centre back role, or outside centre back in a 3 at the back. If you play him in a back 4 as one of the 2 centre backs, that lack of aerial superiority will be an issue, but in those 2 positions I just said, it'll be fine. He's got good passing stats, so he's kind of a ball playing centre back. And look, his acceleration is actually higher than his speed, so definitely a decent card. Casemiro, centre back. Now, this could be a really good card or a really meh card. I usually can tell what a card's gonna be like before I play with them. You know, I'm rarely surprised. Casemiro is very good in this game as an anchorman, like very, very good. But people always ask me, oh, should I play Casemiro centre back? Do you think he'd be good? I'm never sure on Casemiro because when I use him at DMF, I never feel like he's extremely physical and, you know, dominant in the air or anything. So this one's a centre back, so that'd be the kind of issue. But he has got 85 jumping and he has got aerial superiority, and he's 185 centimeters tall, so there should be no issue with him. So I assume he will be good. Like I'd be like 80% confident he'll be good in you know, in the air. It was just that when I played him DMF, I can't remember off the top of my head if my build had good jumping or good aerial superiority. But he should be good. He's got, you know, he's a ball playing centre back. He's got weighted pass, and then again all the defensive stats. No 1-touch pass though, that's one issue, but it's not a major issue. And then you can play him centre mid, DMF, and centre back. So very versatile, and he'll be on A form this week. Bernadeschi, whole player. This guy is really mostly just good because he has super sub, and look at his positions in the top right. He can play anywhere. He'll be a very good rotation player. You know, if usually with the way you can bring on 5 substitutes and you have 11 players on the bench, I think you have like 2 or 3 players usually that you just don't really bring on often off the bench. But Bernadeschi would be very good if you're chasing a lead and you've changed your tactic majorly, and you know it's kind of all over the place, and you need someone that can cover a lot of positions. Like I play a narrow formation with no wingers, but sometimes I want to switch into a formation with wingers when I'm either trying to hold on to a lead or chase a lead. So this Bernadeschi would be a very good candidate for that kind of role of a utility player. Ramiro, goalkeeper, nothing too interesting here. I don't think goalkeepers in the player of the week are ever that good, so I'm just going to skip him. And Tomiyasu, this card is amazing on one hand and disappointing on the other. So Tomiyasu, very good player. Obviously the big time cards are some of the best in the game. I have one of them. got great stats, but look at his playstyle, attacking fullback. So that's an issue. I think even though he has got good stats for dribbling and passing, he's just too tall and not nimble enough for kind of going forward. Even though he has decent balance, it just with him, it just doesn't work. He's too tall. But if you play him as a centre back, he'll be perfect. Attacking fullback is obviously inactive as centre back, so there'll be no play style. When you have an inactive play style as centre back, I notice they just play like a build up really. So no issue with that. I often use inactive play style as centre back, so he'll be very good there. In terms of the skills he has, he's got some good skills: one touch pass, true passing. He's missing the combo that I love on Tomiyasu so much, is the weighted pass and low lofted pass combo. But he has got the other one of one touch pass and true passing. So this Tomiyasu will be better at short passing than big times, and then the other one, big times, will be better at long pass. But you know, for someone, a free to play player, this is you know, him. So if you had Tomiyasu, Costa Curta, Saliba, like that's a great back three, and then a four at the back, and then you'd have to find another fullback. But or yeah, so if you had you can actually have Beckenbauer, Saliba, Costa Curta, one fullback, and Tomiyasu the other fullback. And then actually, speaking of playing him a fullback, I said attacking fullback might be an issue. Just put defensive instruction on him; he'll be a defensive fullback. And so yeah, if you're a free to play player and you get this Tomiyasu, and then you get the match pass Saliba, which I did a video on saying how insane value he is, and he is insane. I'm using him in my God squad. He's better than Beckenbauer. He's the best build-up centre-back I have, so he's playing alongside Vieira for me. Then you have an elite backline, pretty much. Like I don't see, you can't have any issues about pay to win if you have those four in defence, so definitely very good. Caicedo, he looks very good, just particularly because look at his defensive stats. He's got 85 on them, so he's going to get the +3 boost, so looks like a decent card. His ball control and time possession are just 84. It's a bit annoying. Just make them one more, Konami. But he has got the low pass and the kick and power, which is a really good combo. Good acceleration. He'll be good in midfield. His skills, you know, good skills. True passing, important. He doesn't have one touch pass, which is an issue, but he's more defensive orientated on his skills. So yeah, it looks good. Interception, blocker, aerial. He has gamesmanship as well, so as a DMF it'll be good. I like having gamesmanship on my players. Like if I'm playing a DMF, they're obviously going to start all my attacks. The whole build up is going to go through them. If we play it short, if you play it long, obviously it's sending long. But if you play it short, it's going through him. So it's very good to have gamesmanship on your DMF, just because if you if you get foul or get tackled and you lose the ball, you want the ref to call a foul. And because he has good acceleration and still good dribbling, you will be wanting to carry the ball with him. So that gamesmanship will come in handy pretty often. And this is where it gets really good, and this is where the pack kind of becomes amazing. Whole player, Phil Foden, and look at the positions he can play. This is similar to, who was it? Bernardeschi, you know, very versatile. Foden's the same. This card looks amazing. I really want him. I like Phil Foden in real life, one of the best players in the Premier League, so I'd like to get my hands on this. The booster is to ball control, awareness, finishing, and acceleration. Ball control and acceleration are above 85, so they're going to be 95 ball control and 90 acceleration in game, 85 speed, 88 finishing, 88 awareness. You'll have 91 tight possession, 92 dribbling. 84 low pass is quite, you know, annoying. Just put one more, Konami, but I guess they have to kind of make the cards not too OP. Then he's got the good balance, so yeah, this card's amazing. The kicking power is going to help with the passing and the shooting, so he'll be very good. He's got medium weak foot. There was a version with very high weak foot player of the week. He was really good. He always scores against me. This one only has the medium, but I don't think it's a major issue. He should have, you know, he's so good at dribbling. He's got the ability that he can put it onto his strong foot, even if it doesn't start off in a good area. The skills he has, has he got all the pass skills? He doesn't have pinpoint crossing, but I think he has all the other ones, unless I'm missing one. So definitely a very good passer. First time shot, you know, that's meta. Sharp shooting, which I'm kind of incorporating into my game more recently. Long range shooting too to help with that. And then double touch and cut behind and turn, very good. Knuckle shot and rising shot. Will you notice them? Knuckle shot I think is more just kind of for style. I don't really think it's that useful. Rising shot can be very good if your player has high finishing and high kick and power. Does he have high enough? It'll be 88 finishing, so yeah, he'll have high enough because I have an Mbappe with 90 finishing, I believe, and less kick and power. So, and his rising shots are good. So yeah, he'll be the rising shot will be useful. If you don't know how to trigger it, it's just stunning shot. And then it's not good for long range shots. The rising shot, like I have a Roberto Carlos with it, and it goes over the bar all the time. But if you're on the edge of the box, rising shot's very good. And then Pedri, another good player here, also kind of versatile. Main difference between Pedri and Foden is the very high weak foot and the defensive ability, whereas Foden will be just a little bit technically better. But Pedri's one of the most OP players in this game. He was I remember when the game first came out, eFootball, everyone was using Pedri. He was probably the best player at the start, so it's good to see him back here. So he has got super sub, so again, more versatility. Definitely someone to have on the bench. That'd be very good. His boosts are obviously the 3 dribbling stats. Sorry, not the boosts. The +3 boost. He has it above 85. Low pass, lofted pass. Don't worry about. It's not a great stat. The lofted passes aren't as good as they should be in this game. Great defensive stats for a midfielder, attacking midfielder particularly. Decent acceleration. Kick and power is low. It's kind of annoying, but the balance and stamina are very good. His boost is the ball control, finishing, kick and power, and physical. So, with ball control will be 94 in game, and then finishing 83. His skills, he's got double touch, soul control, no flip flap, but he does have the level 2 double touch. Marseille turn, very useful. Long range shooting, okay. With the kick and power, maybe not enough, and then not really high finishing. I think the long range shooting won't be too useful on him, but he has got acrobatic finishing, which is very good for a player like Pedri who you're going to dribble with, cut inside and off a dribble and shoot. Then one touch pass, true passing. Obviously, true passing is my favourite skill in the game, so I'm glad he has that. Pinpoint crossing is very good, particularly if you play him left mid or left wing, just because he's very high weak foot. You'll want to come inside and shoot, but if you can go outside and cross, it'll be causing problems for your opponents. He does have outside curler, which, if you've watched a few of my reviews, if a player has very high weak foot, I don't like outside curler, but I don't think it's a major issue with Pedri, just for the fact that he doesn't have long range curler, so you won't be hitting the knock-on finesse too often with him. Even if you do, he just doesn't have the stats for the knock-on finesse. So I don't think the outside curler is a major issue. I think this Pedri is very good. So I think I'm going to spin. We'll do one spin here, and then I'll do the AI event off the video. Main player I want is Foden, just because I like him in real life, like I said, and I already have a Tomiyasu, and actually I already have a Pedri, so I don't really need either of those. So we'll see who we get. And we got Casemiro. Okay, so I'll try him out as centre back on stream. I'm going to be streaming in a few minutes after I finish these videos, and we'll try Casemiro in centre back. We'll see what Saliba's form is on this week. If he's not on A or B, we'll definitely be using Saliba, test him out. But if you do spin, these are the players you want to be looking for. I would say Soyuncu, mainly for the Turkish League events, which would be very handy for that. And then if you got Casemiro and Danilo, and Caicedo, you'd probably be happy, especially if you play a 3-back with Danilo. And then Tomiyasu, Foden and Pedri are all amazing, particularly Tomiyasu. If, like I said, play him as a centre-back or play him as a full-back with defensive instructions. So definitely a good player of the week. I'm going to upload these videos and do an AI event and try to get another free spin. And then we'll see that. And then I'm also going to do a leveling guide for the Blitz curlers. I have Salah, and he's amazing. So I'll do a leveling guide for these guys. So I'll see you then.